Welcome. Don't let my sultry and mysterious voice startle you.
From Ron Gilbert and the team at Double Fine, The Cave seems to be designed specifically to shine a spotlight on a deficiency in our industry's vocabulary. Mixing the quirky item-based puzzle solving of games like Maniac Mansion with the platforming and maze-like tunnels of games like Metroid, The Cave essentially combines two genres with the same name.
Okay, I think they're just dying for fun now.
Is this adventure truly the best of both worlds? Or is it just an awkward mutation?
Okay, let's get it over with.
Like I said, there's no dying in The Cave.
The story of The Cave, narrated by The Cave itself, has a mood similar to an episode of The Twilight Zone, infused with a vein of humor that extends even to the torches on the wall. Its eccentric characters, ranging from a hillbilly to a scientist, seem friendly enough, but as you delve deeper to find their heart's desires, you learn just how dark their motivations can be. Cave paintings tell these explorers' backstories piece by piece, and twisted puzzle solutions reveal just as much about each person's character. With its cool, gravelly voice, The Cave serves as the game's central personality, and it's hard not to fall in love with its commentary as it explains your ability to cheat death or debates with itself on pronunciation.
Trust me, this is ominous. Ominous? Ominous. Yeah, no. Yeah. Ominous. Oh, never mind.
Upon entering The Cave, you construct a party of 3 chosen from a cast of 7 available characters. Each person has a unique skill. For instance, the adventurer can swing over gaps, while the monk can move objects with his mind. These abilities serve as keys needed to enter levels tailored specifically to each character's ambitions, making about half your journey change based on the group that you take. The knight has to outwit a dragon to gain favor from a princess, the twins are searching for a way to sneak out of their parents' house, and the hillbilly has to best a series of crooked carnival games to win a prize for his sweetheart.
The amazing two-legged lady. You know, the hillbilly carries a torch for her.
While this character-based structure provides ample replay value, it also means that the game has to be played 3 times if you want to see it all. Achievement descriptions provide some extra puzzles to work out on return trips, but the 3rd playthrough consists largely of repetition as you rush to the last character scenario.
Well, personality must not be a big hiring point here.
It's an enjoyable trip nonetheless, lasting about 4 to 5 hours for the first run and about 3 hours for each return tour.
It does bode well for our intrepid spelunkers that they navigated that maze of intrigue.
Gameplay in The Cave is all about solving puzzles, either by interacting with various items or by having team members work in sequence. You may need one person to stand on a switch while another walks by, and you'll make frequent use of dynamite and fuse boxes. The game is at its best when it asks you to find uses for unique items, and while you may get momentarily stumped by a puzzle, it never feels like a solution is too obscure. The individual character levels are the most rewarding, as each takes inspiration from their themes for different types of puzzle design. The Time Traveler's level is the most complex of all, requiring you to bend the past, present, and future to suit your needs in advance.
Here you can see the latest addition to our collection, a newly discovered Rainfust factory.
Taking direct control of characters to hop over gaps or solve weight puzzles feels natural, but coordinating the 3 members of your group occasionally means walking through the same place multiple times, as there's no way to call everyone to one location. The game can be played with 2 or 3 people locally as well, but players either have to stay on the same screen or take turns in a manner similar to playing alone.
Careful. If that bridge breaks, there might be no way back up.
The Cave's art style is charming and distinct, bearing Double Fine's unhinged tone, and there are a few classic references tucked away for players old enough to recognize them. Playing the Xbox 360 version, we unfortunately found performance to chug quite regularly, and on our second playthrough, a bug kept a key item from appearing. Thankfully, it was corrected with a quick reset. Despite some brief rough patches and a structure that requires replay, The Cave is a thoroughly entertaining descent that lives up to its pedigree. Gameplay and narrative work together to create a funny and surprising adventure, with inventive puzzles that hit the challenge sweet spot just right.
By the dark powers invested in me, by the county of Rutherford and the surrounding unincorporated areas, I pronounce you disappeared!
See this and other GT shows and game reviews on the GT Originals iOS app, available now on the App Store.